This is why I do not take down my flowers there. As you can see, the juncos are eating the seeds, and it's providing food for them this winter. And you have a beautiful red cardinal on the tree too. Look at that. Good morning. We're off to a little bit better start today. Not a ton better because Art's still here. He hasn't left for work yet, but we're doing better this morning. As you saw, those juncos are there, and there seems to be a lot of birds at the feeder this morning. So maybe we'll do our bird count today. What do you think? Should we do bird count?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think so.
I don't know. I was hoping to get up early and go to Price Chopper just for the thrill and the excitement of finding some bird counts.
Oh, that's a bad idea.
I know, but it's so exciting.
That's a really bad idea.
Yeah, but we don't have that much chicken.
Oh.
So if I found a chicken mark down,
Yeah,
I could buy
and we
it.
have 3 freezers full.
But
like
there's a
full.
bunch of bones in one of them.
Not that many. I think we could survive for the rest of the year off what we have. Yes, we could.
No, we
At
couldn't.
least the freezer department.
You mean if we bought nothing else?
Just produce.
No.
Yes,
If we bought just produce and grain, I think.
No, because you still have cream soups and you have some things
Okay,
like
well,
that. What about frozen vegetables?
I think we'd get by buying no meat for the rest of the year.
Okay, that maybe.
Not maybe,
Maybe.
we could.
We'd all be
Yeah,
a lot thinner.
We have so much.
I want to be fat.
You're not fat.
Yes, I am.
All right, so we're gonna get Art out of here so he can get to work before
Before
noon. Before his shop closes. Show him what you did.
I want to give this to Grandpa.
You did a very nice job
But I
with
want
your
to
coloring.
give it to Grandpa.
You can give that to Grandpa. That looks very nice today. Good work.
I don't want to mess this stick up.
Peter and Mary were reading a book with me. Where's the book, Pete? Here it is. It's really interesting. It's called The World's Most Amazing Monuments. And it's really, I like it. It's right up Peter's alley. It's not a lot of reading, but enough. Making the road was hard and dangerous. Several men died during its construction. It's in Australia.
Where?
Right here. Right here. This is the road that the soldiers built.
What road? That road?
Yeah. This road right here. See it?
But how could it be dangerous?
It just was. When we were organizing the basement last year as part of our purging challenge and cleaning challenge and all that, we found a jar or several jars of pickled jalapenos, and they're from 2011, but they're still nice and sealed. And I decided today is the perfect day to open them up. Right, Art?
That's right. Every day is a perfect day.
We are making some bread pizzas
And a couple of tortilla pizzas.
and tortilla pizzas, and we're using up that. We had 1 jar left of that dreaded enchilada sauce. We finished up 1 during our pantry challenge, and when I was cleaning out the pantry yesterday, I found the last jar, and I said to Art, let's just open it up and get rid of it. So he's making his enchilada pizzas, and when we did that last time, we had that jar of pickled jalapenos that we had been dreading, and we finally used those up, and then we all liked them. So I thought today was the perfect day to do these pickled jalapenos, and let's start using up some of our garden stuff. It's 2011, it's 4 years old. Time to move on. We have lots of helpers with the pizza. Look at
Way too many helpers.
Too many helpers
Okay.
sometimes means
Okay,
too many
can you-
fingers touching. I just took a bite of this jalapeno, and it is hot. These are not like the canned ones. I think Art is going to love them. I don't know that I'm going to put them on anybody else's pizza.
Okay. We moved around our containers and we found that we had an extra one of the littler ones. So we're putting powdered sugar in there, but guess what? We found that we had, I think, 7 powdered sugars. Now that is bad. Now we're limiting it down to 1.
Because I was disorganized, I kept buying more powdered sugar when I was at the grocery store because I didn't want to run out for a birthday. And because I kept buying more, I had this problem. But my problems are solved.
Problem over. We're finishing up our pantry for the night. It's not going to be done, but we're going to be done for the night.
Right. It's a lot better. better. If you haven't watched the pantry challenge, I'll put a link. Let's see, I think it'll be right here. I think the link will be here for the pantry challenge that we did back in October. And we made a huge amount of progress. And there really isn't that much odds and ends in here anymore. It's just organizing what we have. This shelf is kind of a nemesis for me. It's like the last holdout, and we need to deal with that. And if you notice how deep this cupboard is, I mean, I'm sticking my arm right up, all the way up to my elbow. This is a really, really deep cupboard. And so what happens are the things back here, like, I didn't know there was a mayonnaise there.
Oh.
The things way back there, I really can't tell you what's back there. So I think what I'm going to do is sometimes you do have to spend a little money or ask friends for things to make things work a little bit better. It's kind of like us buying these containers. We had to spend a little money to make life a little bit more organized. What I want to do is get 3 type of baskets. They might be the plastic ones, totes, something. 1, 2, and 3. And something that I can pull out and see what's inside of it. And then we can actually effectively use what we've got.
I'll put that in.
There we go.
I'll put that in.
Okay. So my birthday was in April, and my birthday present from Art was I got to buy organizing containers for my birthday. We didn't get them until the middle of May because I kind of hemmed and hawed and I did a lot of research, and I was trying to find the absolute best deal on these storage containers. And no, don't run away with that. Thank you. If you know anything about storage containers, they're expensive. And I was looking for something that's going to hold up to a lot of use, but wasn't that expensive. And Tupperware, I'll show you this. This container from Tupperware, very hard to find. This ranges between $20 and $40 to buy new. Even on eBay, you can't find these cheap. I love it. I love the square style. It's really nice for storing stuff, but it's outrageous. I was not going to pay that type of money. What did we figure? All right, it was going to be several $100s.
Yeah, it
just
was
to organize.
absolutely outrageous.
And I was like, we can't afford that right now. So I did a little bit more research, and I said, what do restaurants use? So I found this website, webstrants.com, and their shipping, they don't have free shipping, so you have to factor that into what you're buying. But the prices on these containers are amazing. I think these were like $4 or $5 a piece. You have to buy the container and the lid separately, but still far cheaper than anything else you could find. And if you watched our King Arthur video, you saw these exact same containers at King Arthur, and what were they? 21?
I don't remember.
19, 21? They were a lot of money. So this was definitely the best place to go. I got some of these big 6-quart ones. I got some of these smaller 2-quart ones. I made a mistake and I got the opaque instead of the translucent ones, but that's all right. And then I also got these 3.5-quart size ones, and I think the 3.5-quart ones and the 6-quart ones are definitely the most used of the sizes, but there are some things that I want the smaller ones for. So we kind of started out with, I think we got 6 of the 2 bigger sizes and 4 of the smaller ones, just to see how we liked them. We love them. They really work really well. They stack really nicely on top of each other. You can see what's in them, and as you're going to see in a few days, I'm going to show you how I'm going to label these so I know what's in them. And I think I'm going to go ahead and buy a couple more from webstrants.com. And this is not a sponsored video by Webstrants. This is just product that I love.
On the bottom, you can kind of see the name. It's Cambro, and they're even made in the USA. Janelle and I are discussing how many of these we need. We're going to buy some more. We want to figure out how we're going to do this, though.
Same thing here, although
You can fit a whole bunch of them in here.
I'll tell you, to be completely honest with you, I don't know that when Art makes his cabinet, first of all, I don't know that I want it this depth.
It won't be.
It probably won't be that depth.
The nice thing about making your own cabinet is you can make it whatever size you want.
We want to get more of these, which are really a nice size. These are practical with a large family and with a smaller family. Or do we want to get a bunch of these really large 6-quart buckets? So we're just
I'll
trying
probably
to...
get some of each.
That's what I'm thinking. And maybe get a handful more of these, not many.
Yeah, there's some things you need just a little bit of, like sesame seeds, flax seeds.
And this is like the appropriate size for that if you're not eating a ton of seeds. Another thing, I need powdered milk I use for my breads. This, this container works, but it's round.
And it doesn't stack.
And it doesn't stack. So, I'm thinking the powdered milk, you might want more like this container size for it, That's so many decisions.
I know. That's what you have a husband for.
Yes.
To help you make decisions. We got quite a bit done with this today, but we're done with it now. It's time to close the doors.
Bye. Bye.
Janelle's ordering her containers, and what are we getting?
Let's see. We're getting 4 of the big red 6-quart ones, 4 of the little tiny squatty green ones, and then 6 of the 4-quart ones, which are more versatile size.
No.
And how much is it?
It comes to, with shipping, $100.40. One thing that is a little bit of a consolation prize is I know that I'm spending money to save money. I know that sounds a little weird, but just like the powdered sugar I told you earlier,
Mommy, just go off.
just like the powdered sugar I told you earlier, I couldn't find it because it was buried in the cupboard, and then I didn't know if I had any, and I just couldn't find it, so I ended up buying more when I already had 2 or 3 bags, so I ended up getting more and more powdered sugar.
Now.
So by doing this, we're going to be eliminating that problem and hopefully not be wasting. They seem to be fairly tight on the lids. Now they're not like Tupperware tight where you actually have to burp the lid to make it really airtight, but they do stay pretty firm. So if it does keep the bugs out, and we do seem to have a problem with moths periodically, if it keeps those bugs out, that's saving us money there too by not having to waste the food with sharing it with the worms and the moths. I've had these containers since May. We've gone through one cycle of the moths and worms. I haven't had problems with it yet, so it looks like they work pretty well, but it hasn't been through the war yet to really prove these are completely airtight and the moths stay out, but I haven't had the problem yet. It's 11 o'clock again, and I just finished making the oatmeal breakfast bars that I do on Friday mornings, and tonight I made them ahead of time so I don't have to worry about that mess in the morning. I can just wake up, pop them in the oven. So tomorrow is already off to a better start because I did that, and I'm hoping that I have a really good night's sleep tonight. So I hope you guys have had a great day, and I will see you for our next vlog. Bye.